Hello, let's do this next example. Similar to the previous one, a little different than the previous one. Degree 5, so how many zeros are there? Excellent. What are the other zeros? How many are we told and which weren't we told? Like that. So we've got a zero with multiplicity of 2, which means it is duplicated. So there's one of the missing zeros. And we have an imaginary zero, so the conjugate of it are the two missing zeros. So now we got all 5. Like before, I'm going to start with the imaginary zeros and I'm going to turn them into factors and multiply to get that quadratic that has real values. We are told the leading coefficient. We do not need to calculate the leading coefficient. I can now just answer the questions. So we're going to write it with just the straight linear. So the multiplicity of 2, you can see, became a exponent of 2. You can write x plus 1 times x plus 1. It's all good. And the next 0, remember you go x minus the 0 is the factor, and then the two imaginary factors, and then we're gonna, for the part B, just have exactly the same thing except for the quadratic factor in place of the imaginary ones. Now, you are not required for anything to multiply all of these things out and get whatever x to the 5th plus x to the 4th minus x, whatever. No, not even on WebAssign. Maybe it makes you think you do, but I tested it. I checked it out. You do not. Just leave it in the factor form. You do maybe sometimes have to play around with the coefficient to follow the instructions, but you do not have to multiply everything out. That is a huge amount of time. We do not require you to do that to get x to the 5th, stuff like that. So just FYI, time saver again, and I'll see you in the next video.